welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you're new here, you are most welcome. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and also turn on your notification bells. And also to all our returning subscribers, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for loving Value Farm. It's always amazing for us to come back here so that we can share all the knowledge that we have at the farm. And today it's just an exciting day that we have so much that we are definitely going to be sharing with you guys, because it's all about farming. It's all about a mixed farm, and today we are definitely going to share with you biosecurity. I remember one of you also requested us to do about biosecurity and also share with you why it is necessary at your farms. Maybe you're a farmer out there and you don't have biosecurity, or you're planning to start your farm but you don't know what biosecurity is and what you need to take precaution of in case you're going to start a farm. So this is an amazing video for you, because we are going to discuss everything: how you can manage biosecurity, how you can implement biosecurity in your farm, and also prevent diseases to your farm. This is the video for you guys if you're watching right now. And of course, I have our manager on standby who's definitely going to join us shortly, so that we can definitely share with you how we are taking care of the pigs, how we are taking care of the animals at the farm, why biosecurity is necessary in your farm. And before that, guys, I wanted to share with you something really interesting about piggery, because most of you really love our piggery videos that we share at the farm, and this came handy. I was just doing my research. I was also reading more about piggery, and I got this interesting article about pigs. Did you guys know that pigs are very, very clean animals? I'm going to share with you 9 interesting things about pigs that maybe you didn't know about them, because pigs are really lovely animals, guys. Because if you start piggery, you need to be passionate, you need to love these pigs, you need to be friendly to these pigs. So I'm going to share with you 9 interesting things about piggery before we start this video, guys. So number 1, pigs learn their names by 2 to 3 weeks. Wow, that is really interesting. Then number 2, pigs rank number 4 in intelligence. Pigs are very clever animals, by the way. You may look at them and think that they're not clever, but they are very, very intelligent. Number 3, pigs enjoy listening to music. That's why our manager all the time goes there, interacts with these animals, sings with them, talks to them. That is an interesting thing about pigs. Then number 4 is pigs communicate with over 20 unique vocalizations. Yes, they listen. They always listen to everything, and they know what is really happening around their environment. That was really interesting. Then number 5, pigs have no sweat glands, so no odor. So people out there who think maybe pigs are very dirty animals, pigs are smelly animals, it is you who makes them to smell, because these pigs are very, very clean animals. Then another point, number 6, guys, pigs have cognitive ability similar to a 3-year-old. How interesting is that? Then the next point is pigs are clean. Like I already told you guys, pigs are ever clean. So in case you take care of them, these pigs can definitely be clean. Then pigs also feel pain. So in case you're out there and maybe you scream at them, you don't interact with them properly, they also feel pain. So you need to take them with extra care, because they also feel pain. So the last point was they're also emotional and also very sensitive animals. So I wanted to share with you guys, because I feel like most of you should know about a little bit about pigs before we start the video. So guys, let's go. Let's meet our manager, Mr. Charles, so that we can also educate us more about biosecurity, so that we can start off with that in case you're starting off your farm. So, Mr. Charles, you are most welcome to this episode. I was first telling them about interesting things about pigs. I think you had me talk about them.
I had some of them.
What do you think about it?
It's really wonderful. And the people, all of pig keepers, those who are rearing pigs, maybe they don't know. But pigs are really the most interesting animals.
True.
First of all, they should be between the 4th and the 5th. And not more than 6th in cleverness.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very intelligent.
Exactly. Pigs, they are not dirty, as people think. And I usually have been repeating it, that once the pig is dirty, the keeper of that pig is the one who is dirty.
Yes,
and even I would prefer to go and check into his room and see how clean. That will show you that even his or her room is dirty, because he cannot clean where
they are sleeping.
Exactly. Because for them, you see how they are clean. They urinate here and they put their waste there, here.
They have a specific point.
They sleep there, they eat from there. You see how they clean there?
Very clean and very intelligent.
Exactly.
Wow.
And what I would also add, they like music, by the way.
Yes.
For me, I usually sing to them. And as you promised me, my boss,
bring the system
exactly, I want a good system there for them, and we put their soft music for them. But for me, tentatively, I do sing to them. And I do sing them like this. I do sing with my pigs, like this. And they enjoy.
Wow, that is so amazing.
Exactly.
So, Mr. Charles, the topic of the day today is about biosecurity. Why is biosecurity necessary in a farm, and why should someone have it in their farm? Especially for people who have farms already, not necessarily piggery, but farm in general, and also, you know, someone who is starting off a farm there. Why do they need biosecurity?
Very, 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 very wonderful question.
Yes.
Biosecurity is like management.
Yes.
You lack management, you lack biosecurity, please don't start farming. Don't waste your money.
Okay.
Maybe you have been keeping your money for years and years and you want to start a farm. And you overlook biosecurity, you overlook management. Then please allow me to tell you, kindly stop there and use that money into something
else,
or buy a very posh car and you drive your car. Period.
So,
now, biosecurity is very important on farm, on any farm, for the following reasons.
Yes.
If you that word bio, bio means life.
True.
Bio, life. Now, if you have got a farm and anybody just come into your farm, you do not clean whatever you use. For example, you have these tools. You share them with the neighborhood. Maybe you know there are some farms which are near each other. So please, can you help me with your hoe? Can you help me with your panga? Can you please help me with a knife or whatever? That is terrible. Now, these vet doctors, I've got the brother following me is a vet doctor. But even he can tell you, sincerely speaking, that when you go to a real farm, you find there whatever you are supposed to use.
Wow.
Because what we use them all over. And you never know. I'm also a human being who may make mistake when I have used this shearing somewhere and then I don't clean it properly, or I forget and then I use it somewhere else. Exactly. So you can see what may happen. These shoes, these gumboots, carry all possible diseases to the farm. Wow. These clothes, that's where to some farms, where you go, you have to be, even we're going to start it here, to spray even the whole person. We don't spray you with the water, but there is something, as you can see, like a perfume, which we spray to disinfect all the clothes. Exactly. So that you can enter our farm. And why to enter our farm, by the way? Because even if you are a buyer, you shouldn't enter our farm. You should stop somewhere. We bring you what you want. Exactly. You are not supposed to enter there unless there is a special reason.
As to why
and if you are these visitors who come to study something, we have to make sure that they are disinfected properly to enter.
So what are those disinfectants, and what are those measures you think to disinfect? Like the footpath, the sprayers? Are there any other additional things that you could know of?
Okay, for example, with the foot bath and whatever and the spray, you can use Biosafe. Biosafe is there. there is Norocrans is there. They are the most effective chemicals or solutions we do use to disinfect people.
And
And
also I saw a tablet. There's a farm we went to, and just a tablet. There's no water, but there's just a tablet. You step on it, and that is it.
yeah, that tablet also is good, but very expensive. Those are, yes, it is really because now you can imagine how many tablets are you gonna use, and with this solution,
Yes.
it can be there for a week. For 1 week, and then you change. Yeah, and let it be a motorcycle, let it be these vehicles. You have to make really a bigger bath where they have to be driven in, because you may be that it may be that you have to drive in.
Yes.
Even your own vehicle or whichever, or a motorcycle, it has to pass through that disinfectant.
Yes.
Don't take it for granted that you are safe.
Yes.
And nobody should just touch your birds or animals anyhow. Once they enter there, let them look at them, admire whatever, ask questions, but not, hey, look at this one, look at that one. No, don't touch on, because I don't know really
where your hands were coming from, what
exactly.
you touched as well.
Yeah. So as we are very careful with this COVID-19, it's the same way we have to keep our birds and the goats and the cows and whatever.
Very safe.
Exactly.
What do you have to say about, people who feed the animals with leftovers, maybe from restaurants, and bringing diseases to the animals in their farms? Because most of them feel like maybe feed is very expensive. I just go to one restaurant out there, pay a hotel out there, bring the feed and give them to my animals, because that is also transmission of diseases to the birds and animals.
Some friends of some of my friends, some farmers whom I call my friends, feeding is one thing, and feeding properly is another thing. So people do think that going to feed stores, you buy good feeds, properly mixed, is very expensive. Sure. Yes, it is very expensive. And I've got a hotel of my friend, I've got a school of my friend, I've got an hospital of my friend. I can just take their big drums, and they put for me food, whatever they dump there, then I bring to my animals, especially, and the animals which suffer that are pigs. True. Pigs have suffered, and actually, if pigs are to meet us in heaven, pigs will tell God to punish us. Yes. Because pigs have been given whatever we get. So you go to those places I've mentioned, you are given whatever. Yeah. Mind you, in some hotels, they eat pork. Yes. And those bones, you don't know from which pig. Exactly. Was it really healthy? Was it not healthy? Whatever. And those bones are there. So if those people who want to feed the leftovers to their pigs, make sure one thing. Be sure of this. Are there pigs bones? Leave that food. If that food, the leftovers are free from bones of pigs, okay, carry that food. But when you get home, look at that food. Yes. Can you really eat it? You can't. I can't. Then say, oh my God, I'm going to feed my pig with these leftovers, which even I cannot eat. But I'm doing it because I don't have money to buy proper feeds to the pigs. Sure. Then that food, try to get a big saucepan, reboil it. Okay. Reboil it, and give it give out that food that very day you have brought it. Because once you keep it, it will try to ferment, and the next day, it's going to be bad. And you will you will cause food poison to your pigs. Yeah, exactly. So what you do, boil it as you bring it, put it there, let it get cold, and then feed. Yeah, but don't say, yes, that is all, the day is over. Your pig has eaten. Your pig has got satisfied. Even it is almost unable to stand, but in the body, it has got nothing.
Sure.
Exactly. What you have to do, go straight to the feed stores and get at a supplement yes, so that you can have really a wonderful pig which can go to 100 to 400 kilograms.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is amazing. You've really handled it properly. So biosecurity is good because in case you want to really keep your animals safe, especially the pigs, you don't need to allow people. This is an advice for anyone out there. Like, we have transportation. Maybe people bring items to your farm, maybe feeds to your farm. They have to reach a section, or you have to disinfect all the cars, every equipment that is coming to your farm, so that you avoid all the treatment, all these diseases being transferred to your farm. Then also, of course, like the farm managers. If you have Mr. Charles here, Mr. Charles is managing the other farm, it's still the same thing with the veterinary doctors. They still carry diseases. They carry diseases from farm to farm, which is really not so good. So if you can invest in one manager who is going to take care of your farm alone, that is well and good. Not part-time people who come and check and go back, and that because you're trying to cut costs, that is not really very, very good. So it's advisable for you to get one person who will definitely take care of the animals alone without going and interrupting with other farms. That's my advice for them. So Mr. Charles, what other advice would you advise them to about like diseases, like because the major disease is swine fever? What is your advice for swine fever?
Yeah, swine fever.
How can you prevent swine fever?
Swine fever is a virus. As we can see, corona. Yes. Corona is a virus. So this COVID, as it is a virus, and then swine fever is also a virus, which has no treatment at all. And what you have to do, clean your piggery all the time. And try as much as possible to make sure that these birds have nowhere to enter into your piggery. You know this blood the pigs take attracts the birds. And once those birds come, do you know where they have come from? You don't know. They can move from here up to Kampala. Yes. They can move from Kampala to Jinja and then come back. Yes. But wherever they have been going on, eating this, eating that, eating, even they may find a pig which was thrown somewhere died of, step on it. Think, is it edible? Is it what? So it has picked that virus. And from there, it will fly with that virus, swine fever, bring it to your farm. That's why I would advise people who are making piggery, make sure that when you use this wire mesh, you could even put the chicken mesh behind so that no bird can enter through. Rats, cats, all those should not go in poultry, should not go in piggery. Dogs who are keeping dogs, there are some who do keep dogs, and make sure that your dog is well treated by the veterinary officers, that really it's in one piece. Even though it moves around, it is really healthy, free from any disease. Those who keep dogs on their farm, because we cannot say, but for us, we have got our dogs here. Those are the geese. You come here, our geese will show you. Definitely show you, because that is protection. And by the way, they are very good. Even when you have a piggery or whatever, do you see that we don't have birds here? No. They cannot come because of the geese. Yes, they are not friendly at all. So once you can keep one pair or two pairs around your piggery, that is also another. So good. But avoid those birds entering into your farm. How to avoid swine fever. Please, I talked of the cleanness, I talked of the what, but now I'm gonna give you a remedy. One may think that how does it work? How does it work? Now, have you ever heard of human urine? Yes. Have you ever heard of rabbit urine? Yes. Good. or at least those two. Now what you do, get that urine, collect it properly in clean containers.
Yes.
Or if there is a boarding school, take your jerry cans there. They collect it for you. You can pay them some little money. You know, in our country there is nothing for free. Then bring that urine as if you are going to make organic fertilizers and whatever. Keep it well for at least a fortnight. After keeping it for a fortnight, those who are using nipples, get a small drum or a tank, a small tank, plastic tank.
Like the tank.
Yes, yeah. Put it somewhere whereby that it is connected to the nipples for at least for that particular purpose.
Okay.
Then, in 20 liters of water, put in 5 liters of urine
Yes.
into that.
The
20 liters. Yeah. So 3 5 liters jerry can, put in 1.
Yes.
Then put in the tank and try to give that those pigs at least once you start that one, they can take it till it gets finished.
Yeah.
At least once a month.
So
do it once a month.
When you mix the urine with the 20 liters
Yeah.
of water,
Yeah.
how long do you need to leave it before? Do you leave it for some time or you feed it immediately?
Just feed it because you kept this urine, as I said, for a fortnight.
For a fortnight before mixing
exactly.
the water.
Now it is okay. Yes. And then put it, feed them. Allow me to tell you. Allow me to tell you.
Yes.
Swine fever gone.
What?
On my farm.
Yes.
Sempex mixed farm.
Yes.
All the people around, all their pigs died. All of them, by the way, all of them. But only on my farm.
Wow.
And I was telling them, but they were saying, you man, you know there are some things which one can bring out and one thinks that, I think he's joking. But after losing all their pigs, that's when they said, Sempex, there they call me Sempex. Yeah. Sempex, you are a witch doctor.
You told us what to do.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the only remedy I know myself. Maybe others. Yeah, exactly.
Experimented.
Exactly.
Wow.
For sure. Someone named me after exactly. You know, I like that word.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that is really amazing. That is a good advice for you out there. So in case you're maybe, if there are signs of swine fever, and what are the signs of swine fever? So that someone can notice.
Exactly. Pigs start vomiting. Pigs start to get diarrhea. Pigs start getting together. Just and trembling. You see. They start getting tears. Okay. Exactly. Their hair standing a bit. Yeah. Those are all signs of swine fever. Once you see that,
take care.
And for me, I'm chanced somehow. There is somewhere where I may not mention, we got one pig which had contracted that. And by the way, I told one of the person who was next to me, please go quickly. That one I did not wait for 14 days. Yes. I said, this is emergency. This is first aid. We gave that animal. My dear, tip. Immediately. Little by little. After 2 weeks. Now when you look at that animal, you can really wonder how. Wow. And all over the area, people lost their pigs like that. Wow. And I think that one, because where it was kept, birds could come there anyhow. Yes, and I think
that's why what happened.
So birds are very terrible. Birds are very dangerous to our piggery.
Wow. Guys, I think you've really heard, in case you maybe get the signs of maybe swine fever, any other diseases, start immediately. And also it's more advisable for you to call a vet if you're not sure of what you're treating. Call your veterinary doctor. Provide them with the syringes. They shouldn't come with their things so that you don't also bring more diseases, because maybe having your own, then again you add others. That is disaster. So, and of course, like Mr. Charles has told you, in case you see the signs of swine fever, there's a remedy for you. You can try it out. You know, these are things that he has experimented. He has done it before at his farm. and it can help anyone out there, so that you can also prevent maybe such diseases from attacking your animals and also killing your animals in the farm. So about biosecurity, it is very, very necessary. In our farm here, we started with a foot bath. In the beginning, you remember, Mr. Charles, we had it in our temporary structure, but because we had birds still within, they were drinking the same water. We didn't want to infect them. That's why we decided to bring the sprayers, which is really very good as well. So in case you can afford a foot bath, that is well and good. Sprayers, you definitely do that as well. In case you want a tablet, some farms have tablets. That is well and good. Do your research. Make sure that you have the best biosecurity in your farm, so that you can avoid diseases coming to you, and also you losing off your animals. That is not really good for any farmer out there, because we are here to multiply, make profits and all that, and also be a happy farmer. So that is it for this video, guys. If in case you learned 1 or 2 things from this video, please give us a thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and also make sure that the content is spread out there, guys. We love you so much. Till next time. Oh, by the way, before we go off, so in case, guys, you have any comments or any suggestions of videos that you want us to discuss here, please leave your questions down below, so that we definitely come next time and ask our expert here, Mr. Charles, Mr. Semprex, to also help us with everything that we discuss, we research, and also share with you. Or in case you wanted us to share any activities about the farm, you can also let us know. I know there are also people who want us to do the IMO piggery house. That is coming very, very soon. We are in the process of doing that, but that video is coming, because that is a highly requested video that we shall definitely have very, very soon. But for this episode, that is it for today. Till next time. Bye-bye.
Ciao.